welcome to Beyond the Grind.
Let's talk about it.
So we have family here today.
Hello.
And we all look alike.
That's right.
We have family here. It's a family affair.
Mm-hmm.
We have Trevor. You want to introduce yourself?
My name is Trevor Vivian. I've been with Barksdale and Affiliates for 2 years now, and I've been a licensed agent for 3 years now.
Awesome.
Trevor is the man.
He is. We're like a braid. You know, like a 3-strand braid. So that makes us really strong. We're a strong rope.
Like a rock.
All right, now stop. They didn't pay for our singing. All right, so
Right.
I felt as though since we're family, we need to have like a talk about like some family matters. And I was listening to a podcast and I heard this topic brought up and I said, I wonder what these men would think about it.
Let's talk about it.
So
Let's do it.
the episode conversed about like if you are dating, let's say you're dating this girl or y'all aren't official, but y'all physically official, and y'all have been dealing with each other, and you made it very clear, like, I'm not in a place where I want to have kids. I don't even know if I'm going to have kids with you.
Now, hold on.
Oh, God.
Let's take a few steps back so we can walk a mile forward together.
Okay.
So, which person said they don't want to have kids? The
guy.
The man.
The man
Okay.
came to the woman and said, I don't want to have children. Like, I'm not trying to have a baby with you. Like, this is fun.
And they were together for a new relationship, or they were together beforehand?
No. This is like a new thing. Like let's say you met the person, you started talking, you started dating, and it's only been weeks.
Mm-hmm.
But you made it very clear, like, I'm not trying to have children. I don't want to have kids.
So the man told the girl,
Yeah.
woman right up front.
Right in front. I don't want to have kids. Like, I know we fooling around. I don't want to have kids, and I don't like the way protection feels. Like, I can't really feel you the way.
The man said that to her.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then she goes like, "Oh, okay, that's fine. Like, I'm cool with it, right?" Mm-hmm. So situation comes. She gets pregnant. Should the man still be held responsible for having to be a part of that kid's life, whether that's financially or physically, when he already made his intentions clear of, I don't want to have kids, especially in a time frame where the responsibility and the choice is all the woman's. So even if you wanted to have a kid and she didn't, she can still choose. So what are your all's thoughts?
Well, I got a variety of thoughts. Where I want to start at is the fact that even though he made it clear, he didn't put on a seatbelt when he got in the car. So it's just like, okay, I don't want to drive. I want to ride with you, but I'm not gonna wear a seatbelt. Mm-hmm. It's like, no. I mean,
Get out of my car.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying?
but listen, but technically, no, I agree. Like,
It's against the law.
yeah, you're breaking the law.
I agree, but they both are walking in. So even with you not wearing your seatbelt, she was like, "Cool, I don't really want to wear a seatbelt anyway because I want to feel the movement when the car turns."
Right.
But when you get in an accident, don't come suing me.
Yeah, don't come sue.
Because
That's the thing. When you get in an accident, don't come for me for money is the man's mindset. Now, the people on the podcast, the one person was like, I think that they shouldn't have to pay. They said their intentions from the very beginning, I don't want to have a kid. Mm-hmm. And we both went into the situation and we had sex and we know what can happen from sex. And you're taking the choice away from me when I already told you I don't want to have kids.
Well, it's another thing. Because it's a lot to this. Because the other thing I'm thinking about is, at that point when he said that to her, basically he basically disclosed to her right up front, you know what, I don't want to have kids. And then she was like, okay, cool. I want to be in the boat, and I want to feel the waves rocking too. So it's fine with me. But there should have been another statement behind that. Like, well, based on the fact that you know I don't want to have kids, what are we going to do to prevent this? Are you going to be taking birth control? What kind of conversation happened after that? And if none, in my opinion, I think both of them still should be held responsible because it's your life. You can't depend on someone to make the right decision and an outcome come and you say, I don't want anything to do with this. Unless you guys both had some kind of conversation up front that, okay, we're going to do this. I don't want to have kids. I don't want to wear any protection. But at the end of the day, it's like, what are we going to do for preventative protection?
What is your thoughts?
He could have got snipped.
You know, no man is gonna like. You even get married men that are like, "You're not gonna cut my manhood." So imagine dating. If you're dating, you're definitely not gonna be like, "I'm gonna get snipped." But that's we're gonna segue after we hear Trevor. There's I have an opinion based on that.
I mean, I do think it's the man's responsibility to follow through with his obligation. I mean, he made that choice. You know, he's got to live with the repercussions that come with his decision making. I mean, I was born into this world and I didn't know we had to pay taxes.
That's a shocker to everybody.
Yeah.
But it's like, so we gotta pay it.
Well, let's talk about
my
it.
parents had a good night, and then all of a sudden now I'm paying taxes. Like what?
Or they had a good day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It might have not been a night.
Yeah.
Hilarious. Oh my god.
Or a good morning.
Stop. Oh my god. A midday snack. But okay, so
What time were you born? That's where it boils down to. We gotta do some backtracking on this.
Nobody wants to know that much about what the parents have done to get them here. All right, so my question to you is, you made a point, it's the man's responsibility. So oftentimes when you hear of birth control, it's always put on the woman of take this pill, take this. I personally think that, how can I say this? I personally think that, you know how like they circumcise children, you know, when they're first born. I think when a young man reaches puberty, because that can be reversed, I feel as though that everybody should have a procedure where that's withheld until you are responsible enough with your gun.
Well,
you should be able to shoot blanks, blah, 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 blah. Because let's be honest, it's always been the responsibility of, it's the woman who, technically, in one day, you can impregnate 50 people.
A man?
Yeah, a man can go out in one day if he wanted to, depending on stamina. But I'm saying, he can let out a bunch of kids in one day, whereas for a woman, she's only getting pregnant in that one, like I can only hold the one baby, maybe twins. I can't have like 50 babies at one time where you can. That's why you have so many men that have like, I know men who have like 4 children, or actually it's 3 children that are the same age.
Wow. So hold on. So let's talk about it, because basically you are saying that at a certain age, you think the male child, I don't want to say child because they would be a teenager, should be essentially have their gonads trapped off from being able to produce baby giving sperm cells
until they're responsible with it. Yeah, because
well, what defines responsible? Like,
you know the ramifications, and you know that.
So you think they should go to school for this?
Yeah. I mean, there's a responsibility that comes with having sex.
So you think? Because I remember when we was having our son, the first thing that we did was we scheduled for a class, because nobody teaches you how to be a parent, and the amount of stuff I learned in there in the class, and it was only like maybe 3 or 6 hours, like 2 or 3 different times each time. But the amount of stuff I learned when it came to parenting, I was like, wow, it would have been, nice to know this even beforehand. Because something as simple as like an outlet, I had no idea that
it can kill a baby.
It can kill a baby.
Yeah.
And they call it child-proof in the house. I learned about that. Now, most time women know about those things naturally, but men, we don't know. And I'm like, okay, so this means when we leave this class, every corner of the tables have to have some kind of
bumper.
sponge or a bumper or something on it. All the outlets, you can't just go put the iron in or plug your cell phone in. You got to drop down this thing and you got to pull this thing. And then we got to have gates and all these different... So, believe it or not, for the first time in Beyond the Grind history, I think I would agree with you.
Stop the press. Stop the press. And why are you agreeing with me? Oh, do you have a mic on? Because what?
Because you're right.
Whoa! No, take out this time. I'm editing out this time. No, so what do you think?
This time.
I mean, it's hard to say. Like, I feel like I'm a responsible young man, and like I know the ramifications at a young age, just because like my dad taught them to me. But you know, you are like what you're raised by. So if you're not properly raised by you know some good parental figures, then you know you're just gonna go out shooting your gun left and right.
Exactly. Whoa.
I mean, it's hard to say whether like everyone should have to do that.
Right.
Because, you know, there are some people in unfortunate circumstances that want to start that family early, like their parents and grandparents did. That's a tough one. I mean, it's hard to say, like, whether or not that's the way to go or the way our future's going, but considering overpopulation is a big issue in our country, it might not be a bad idea.
Well, would you agree? Well, let me retract the statement because Trevor done made some points for you. Would you agree that, like, I know in school they give you like sex education or whatever, like that's school. So I mean, like we all remember that.
Yeah.
But like what Nicole was talking about is like being educated on like this is the ramifications behind it. I remember in grad school, in order to get my MBA degree, we had to do a simulation to see if you could actually really run a company.
Yeah.
And there was somebody in every in every major. So like I was a marketing major, I had to do all the marketing for the simulation, and there was a finance major, there was a human resource person, and if you failed at your part, it affected the whole group. So not only should it be the males in this analogy, it also should be the females that go through that.
Okay, but
because like Trevor's saying, you could go shoot your gun everywhere, but not every deer is a good piece of meat.
That's true.
Okay, but can I say something about that? One, when you think of a medical thing, and I'm not a doctor, but so much has already been put on the woman's body. If you think of the birth control pills that have been created for our bodies, it alters our minds, it alters our hormones, it alters our bodies, all of these things. In addition to, there's no procedure that is just an easy procedure for us to go get, like, to get our tubes tied, like, you're burning something, right, to close that. To get y'all's traffic redirected. That's why, like, you can get that reverse. It's a redirection.
No, if you get snipped, you can't.
They're not snipping it. It's reversible. That is a reversible procedure. Yes, it will cost, and that's why I was saying that. If every man, I just feel that we policed women's bodies for so long and put the responsibility on us getting pregnant when, in fact, like I said, y'all can go make more babies in one day than we can ever, like, with the science behind us getting pregnant. Like, I can only get pregnant with that at one time.
That's amazing
at one day.
though, because scientifically, women outnumber men in the world is something to the tune of 11 to 1. But we can go have 50 of them. So that means all those men that are going out to have 50 of them, 50 kids and all this, and 50 times a day, years and there, more women are being produced from that.
Yes, that is true. But the whole point,
I wonder why women outnumber men.
I don't know, but y'all's machine guns y'all got like little sentry guns out there, and it's like pop, 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 pop. And I'm like, no, it should be regular. Now, when it comes to the question that was asked in the very beginning, I do feel as though, as two responsible consenting adults, we are consenting to any of the ramifications of unprotected sex, whether that be STDs, whether that be whatever. You are, when you make that decision to do what you got to do to physically appease whatever your needs are, you are signing up for whatever the consequences and whatever can happen from that situation.
I agree with that. But here's what I want to know.
Oh. I don't know.
What's your thoughts? Because what does Nicole think? Like in the scenario that was provided, where the guy told the girl right up front, like, listen, I like you, I want you, but I don't want to have kids by you. Mm-hmm. And I don't want to use protection. And the girl said, okay, well, cool. They do things, and the end part of this whole scenario is the fact of now she's pregnant. The baby needs to be cared for. Like we were just talking about, childproofing the house, food, supplies, all these things. The last part of this is, should the man be responsible to contribute, right? Or even pay?
Yeah, should he have to now be held liable to be a part of that kid's life?
Right, so held liable.
So are you asking my opinion, or are you asking from a standpoint of, Nicole, if you were the woman, what would you do? Because I have two different perspectives.
Know both.
Okay, so
let's start with, if you were the woman, what would you do?
If I was the woman, what would I do? So, if I was the woman, one, I'm not having someone shoot up my club. And you're feeling like you're like, you don't even know if you want a future with me, or you don't even know like if I'm worth. Because it would be like, well, why? Like, why are you willing to do this and then you're apprehensive to like now do that with me? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you're not that connected to me. So one, that's not going to work. Two, if I was speaking as a younger Nicole, I'll say.
Uh-huh.
So I'm going to give you two different things. If I'm speaking as immature, younger Nicole, it would be like, well, I'm not begging nobody for anything anyway. Mm-hmm. I'll figure it out myself. But younger Nicole wouldn't be factoring the needs of that child. In my mind, I would be, because I'm like, my kid is not going to feel your rejection because you don't want to deal with your consequences. So it would be fine. Like, I'm not begging you for anything. Then I can't control you. You do whatever you have to do. I'm not coming after you. Because to me, financial responsibility isn't helping to raise a kid.
Exactly.
Like that's just giving money. And when it comes to that, I'll just figure out how to make my own money, and I have a great village. That's younger Nicole. Older Nicole, if that's the discussion that we're having before we get into a situation, it's almost like knowing you're about to rob a bank and the person's like, if we get caught, I'm snitching and I'm running. You don't rob the bank with that person.
Right.
Well, don't rob the bank either. But you get what I'm saying? Like,
you would take them out, Nicole. They wouldn't get out because they're an accessory to the crime.
like a Mortal Kombat, get over here.
Like, yo,
no, it would be like, no, like, I'm not going to.
Nicole killed them in Nicole.
Oh my God, I'm not. Why does he make it so crazy? No, but it would be like, okay, I know not to. This is not a person where I know that we are going to be able to go through these heavy storms together. I'm not going to trust your character to weather the storm. So, now speaking as just an overall woman, I think that all consenting adults need to be responsible for whatever takes place after we do this. And that's why you should always analyze the risk. Is the risk worth the reward?
Mm. My thought, the other part of this thought is, okay, so nowadays, because this scenario you're talking about from the podcast that you mentioned, it sounded like it was a real scenario, right? Mm-hmm. So this happened. So in today's world, honestly, that man would be charged with child support.
Mm-hmm. If she goes after him, yeah.
Well, at some point, no matter what, she could just say, you know what? Forget all this. I'm going after you for child support. They'll find him wherever he's working.
Attach his wages.
And look, if he don't got no job and he at the casino and he's gambling, he got 21 and he done won 10 grand, give me your ID. They take that from him too. Mm-hmm. whatever source of income that he makes, when he makes it, if the woman puts the child support on, he's done. They're going to take the money for the child support. So, in this scenario, it's like, what could have been prevented from the beginning? Because even if he had the woman sign a disclosure up front,
But they don't care about that.
it's not going to matter with the child support. So it's like a lose-lose scenario.
It is. And I will say this. Unfortunately, that's why, one, you should be careful who you are sleeping with.
Every deer is not good to eat.
Yeah.
When Trevor was talking about shooting the deer.
Yeah, but you have to, you really do have to be careful, because you realize that I would hope that any situation where it took more than just me to have the outcome, that I'm factoring in everybody. And unfortunately, when it comes to sex and stuff, it's not really up to the man, because the woman's body is what's altering. Like, the woman's body is changing. The woman is going to be birthing that child. The woman is risking her life the moment that she births that kid. Like, that's the closest she will ever be for death.
But you know what I learned the other day?
What?
I learned that a woman's blood never mixes with the baby's blood during pregnancy.
Yeah, it's the man.
Did
you know?
Said something.
So
right
did you?
there.
Did you watch the Tiffany Haddish thing?
No, I just read
where she was saying, like, you got to be careful about having too many baby mamas, because that man's DNA changes her, because your stem cells stay within the woman's body.
Isn't that crazy?
Wow.
Yeah. So
I was reading that though. I was like, wow. So everything you just said, like, I have an immense amount of respect for women when it comes to that, because it's like, sperm and semen itself is just blood. That's what it is.
White blood.
It is. It's blood. It's organic. It's organic. It's natural blood. And the woman's blood doesn't even.
You just caught what I just said.
Yeah. It went over my head like the ceiling for a second. But you risk your whole life.
Yeah.
And it's not even your blood or anything.
Yeah.
Like, essentially, the woman acts as the incubator.
And I mean, our DNA's in there. But I get what you're saying. Like, the placenta is formed from the man.
Right.
Like, the man is what's housing that baby on the inside of that woman. However, the baby is being nourished through
the incubation of a woman.
That sounds very like...
It's the truth.
It's the truth.
Okay. So here's my thoughts.
Okay.
I'm going to say something, I don't know how y'all agree. So since there's so much weight put on the woman being an incubator, during pregnancy...
I'm sorry.
Shouldn't it be the man's responsibility to even do all of the medical care that comes with that woman, even if they're not married?
Let's talk about what you mean by medical care.
The doctor's appointments that she has to go to.
I agree.
If everything that she needs, whether just the medical care that she needs up until she gives birth, and even when she gives birth, because depending on your insurance, you will get a bill after you give birth to your child. Mm-hmm. Then since that woman's just incubating that man's life, shouldn't it be the man's responsibility? Shouldn't there be laws in place that the man has to financially, at least 50% if you're not married, but take care of that whole financial situation for a woman? So you have a girlfriend, right?
Yep.
We're going to use you. You're not married yet.
So here's an example. If I want a boat, I got to go out and buy the boat. Mm-hmm. But if my girlfriend wants a child, should she be responsible to buy the things needed to have the child? Now, I'm here to support. But like, it's just a thought. Just a thought.
No, I appreciate the thought. In my
I
head,
would be there to help her and to support her.
I'm listening.
And I'd be there 100% of the way.
Can I interject real quick?
Yeah.
All right. You said something triggering for me, bruh.
Sorry.
You said
Let's
help.
talk about it.
He said help and support. Those words are triggering, and those to me are volunteering words.
So hold on.
Of someone who doesn't have the responsibility, because
what's a better word?
It's not help. You're not aiding in it. You are a participant. Like, if you think about it.
Instead of saying, because words really matter.
Exactly.
People don't understand, but words matter.
They do. They hold some weight.
So if you say participate, is that less offensive to a woman than saying help?
I do when it comes to something that's both of ours. So, like, for instance, for like our situation, like, I'm married. If I'm saying, like, hey, I gotta go boom, 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 it'll be like, oh, okay, I'll help you watch the kids. You're not helping me. Like, I don't want him, like, he can't, how are you helping me? There are kids.
So, but I don't think it's a malicious way of him saying it. I think
that's fine, but I do think it's the man's mindset. So, like, not the man.
Yeah,
Let me not come up against y'all. I do think that men sometimes think that it's like, oh, let me help her with this responsibility.
So if he, in that same scenario, what you just gave, where it's like, oh, let me help you with the kids. If he would have said, I would love to participate in that, would that make you feel better?
No, just
So
do it.
what would you... it's like...
All right, I'll just do it.
Yeah, don't give me a disclosure. Just do it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you think about the woman, you don't, like, she doesn't need a to-do list to go schedule their doctor's appointments. She doesn't need a to-do list to see that little Benjamin needs his lunch. She just does it. So why do I need a whole dissertation about the things that you're going to help me with? Just do it. Take initiative and just do it because it's our responsibility.
But what if you start doing it, like in the scenario you was doing this, whatever with the kid, and you start doing something, and then he's over there, you know, watching the 49ers game because, you know, Eagles
Sounds very personal.
No.
Sounds very personal.
Well, we say the Eagles game.
Okay.
Because I know he liked the Eagles. Anyway, and then he say, do you want me, want me to help you with that? Then you get upset about that. So what would you prefer, even if you started? Because if you started, he might be organically thinking.
With something with the children?
Yeah, whatever it is you started. Like if you was taking little Benji to the doctor, this, that, whatever, and then he just say, hey, you need me to help you with that? So instead of just start...
I don't... Why is it a permission slip as if you are like my in-law coming to help me? You get what I'm saying? Like, this is something that is ours, right? So let's for instance, we purchased a house together.
Okay.
We're real estate agents, so this is very easy. We went under contract together. Both of our names are on the deeds. We have the house now. Mm-hmm. We didn't know that having this house was going to come with so many different, projects and things you have to fix, and you're gonna have to pivot and stuff like that. Is there a disclosure, like if there's, like you see there's a hole or you see there's a leak, right? Are you just, and the water's just running down, you're not going to go to her and say, hey, do you want me to help you with that leak? No, you're probably just going to go do it because it's ours. It's our home. I'm going to take care of it.
Right.
I mean, as long as you're not lazy.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. That's how it is with parenting. Like, this is ours. Mm-hmm. We both signed up for this child. But when we made the decision to not be protected. So we both signed up for this. Why are you asking me if you see something, we both are responsible to their success and their failures. We should both just be doing it. If anything, it can be a communication like, hey, I'm about to do this. Mm-hmm. Or, hey, I already did this. Not like, hey, you need help?
Well, I mean, that don't sound like...
I think the difference between, like, men and women is that we, like, maybe we don't always word things correctly.
Amen. I agree.
It almost seems as like you say the wrong thing to a woman, they take offense to it very quickly. Whereas with a man,
right, we're
very easy to just shrug it off or, like, make a joke out of it.
Now, a good friend of mine, who's almost like a sister, told me one day, she said, brother, you have to realize something about women. Women love to fight. They do. They do. I've noticed that.
They're like cats.
Yeah.
If you take two women and if you take two women in the same room, they'll either be best friends or they'll just, like, give this look like they're about to claw each other's eyes out. And I don't know what it is.
That's astonishing.
Whereas though men, we come in peacefully.
Right. We could fight it out and then be best buddies like a couple minutes later.
Then maybe I'm half man because I'm kidding.
I'm not saying like all men or all women, but
that is a joke. I don't like to fight. I honestly,
unless he says the wrong thing.
No, you said Trevor said the wrong thing.
I don't like.
Don't help me.
Do it.
Listen, I'm not
But
a
how
fighter.
do I know
but
what
I
you
do
want done?
See, this is
I am a discloser. So
Okay.
it's not okay. So when
you
you're
give-
helping me, when it comes to helping me, it's something that's mine, my responsibility.
Okay.
I deem children and house ours.
Okay.
So those are the things where I'm saying like, it is always put on the woman to figure out children, especially in a situation where we're both working. So if our responsibility, like if I'm a stay-at-home mom, I get why you may have to check in. You're not home with them. But if we're both out here working, we're both sharing the financial responsibilities and all of that, and you're still coming to me as if you're just, helping me along the way with both of our children. The only time to me that is justified is if you're dealing with a household where you maybe are like a step parent and you feel as though you just want to tread lightly because it's like, that their other parent is still involved. So you're just treading lightly. I get that. But I'm all about communication. Don't come to me with permission for something that's ours. Come to me with, I'm doing this or I've done this.
So let me ask you this. In a scenario like that, if little Benji needed help, and again, back to your scenario, and he says, oh, do you need help with that? And you say, oh, don't ask me if I need it, just come do it. So in a scenario like that, he starts doing it, and then you're just like, oh no, you're doing it all wrong.
That's controlling. Because I feel as though you're the father and I'm the mother. I can't tell you how to father the same way you can't tell me how to mother. So like, I think everyone stays in their lane, and that's how you make a well-rounded human. I think that's important for both of our roles. And I think it's very important that also your child sees your father, who's the leader, taking initiative and doing things without the mom telling him to do it. Because then you're going to raise your child with the mindset of, oh, puppeteer. Oh, mommy has to tell him that. Oh, okay. And I don't think that's a good look. That's just me in my catty ways. Meow.
I mean, I think
he
ultimately.
said the cat.
That was sarcasm.
I mean, I think ultimately it comes down to like understanding each other's perspective.
Yeah. Okay.
Because,
yeah.
Like for example, I'll come home and my girlfriend will be freaking out like the house is a mess. But realistically, there's just like an unfolded blanket on the couch and then puppy toys everywhere. But you're also the same one that wanted the puppy, and you wanted the house. So like the house isn't necessarily dirty. It's just your perspective that like, oh, the blanket's not folded and the puppy toys are everywhere.
I think perspective, and when you are two lives coming together as one, perspective is paramount, in my opinion.
Right.
And then compromise. Because then you realize you're taking two different mindsets, two different households, and the people who raised you are different than people who raised me. And then that's where the compromise is, and we have to come up with our own playbook.
Right.
So I do agree with that. Now, you have made several comments along this episode about, let me go back to what you said the first time, and you said, if she wanted to have if I want to buy a boat, then I'm going to pay for the boat. And if she wants to have a kid, shouldn't she pay for the kid? And then you just referenced the fact of, you said, she wanted the dog, so she should take care of the dog. And she wanted the house, so she should take care of the house. I think I got your tone. It was something like that, right?
Sorry, I didn't mean
No, I love it. No, own it. Stand 10 toes in it. So
He just told you men have a way of working things
yeah,
wrong.
so now I'm trying to get,
exactly.
this is the woman in me trying to get clarity. So before I respond, I want to make sure that I know what you're speaking of. So in reference to those valid points from your perspective that you made, where is the partnership? Because it sounds more like, almost like, you made your bed, lay in it. Like, I didn't even want it. I just did it for you.
It's the same thing, but see, we're going to have a part 2 of this.
Yeah.
Because say, like, this girl in this scenario that we talked about from the beginning, like, she said, the guy told her up front, you know what, I don't want to have kids. And she like, all right, cool. But in the back of her mind, she's like, I'm going to have a baby. I'm going to have his baby. Like,
You play Russian roulette when you don't know who you're laying with. That is so important that you know who you're laying with.
But this is like, you talking about like, I'm saying in a household, there is a such thing that is called assumption of responsibilities, where people just organically in the house pick up things. And I even see it like with my daughter. Like, she knows, like, Monday, our son does trash. Nobody else takes the trash out and gathers it around the house and takes it out. He takes pride in doing that. I love doing the dishes because it was the first job I ever had at 12 years old. I was a dishwasher at a golf course.
Okay.
And this what makes me happy. It gives me time to think.
Yeah.
I don't care how many dishes is on the counter. It's my time to clean up the whole kitchen and do this. Don't touch the dishes.
You got it.
Vacuum and all that. I mean,
yeah,
it's an assumption of things.
Yeah.
So after that assumption of things that everybody organically wants to do, the baby, when the shopping's done, before anybody else gets to the car, she has to bring the bags in.
Aww.
She assumed the job of, I'm bringing the bags in.
Okay.
And she will fight you for that.
Okay.
So I think it goes to like what other things are left after the assumption of responsibilities are done. Because now, in Trevor's scenario, we have a dog at my house. Nobody else wants to clean up the poop. But somehow, I'm dad.
You're the poop cleaner.
I have
the
to
pooper
go.
scooper.
Yeah. When Trevor said, y'all got the dog, I was working, and the dog arrived.
No, what he said was y'all wanted the dog. So
Well, they wanted it, they ain't got it. He's saying his girl.
did you get it?
No, I won't.
Who got the dog? I'm just I'm just so curious here. Who got the dog?
I mean, I love my dog now.
No, but who got the dog? I know who wanted the dog, but who got the dog?
Well, see, when you say got, you mean like went down there and picked it out and all this?
Yeah, who purchased, who went, who carried, who facilitated the purchase? I just want it on like a surface level. The family went
and picked them out.
The family. So who's the family? Were you there?
No, I wasn't there when he first got picked out.
Oh, not picked out. To when you physically got Little Millionaire.
After he was picked out.
Was he paid for?
Yes.
Y'all have a joint household, right?
Yes.
Oh, you knew it. You knew it was happening.
They went and saw the dog.
No, I'm saying, did you see how he's? No, I'm curious. Did you know that they were getting the dog?
They went and saw the dog when I was working.
Did you know?
I didn't know at the beginning.
Oh, so you didn't know that y'all were getting a dog, and it was just like, surprise, we got a dog.
Yes, and I need you down here so we can get him. So then I went and saw him, and I loved him and all that, which is...
So then you freely went and still participated,
but
even if it wasn't your idea, you freely participated within the process. That's all I'm asking.
I love dogs.
You love dogs.
I've always
and you love your family. You love your children. So even if that wasn't in your mind, it was like, oh, y'all want it? Wow.
Yeah.
I think I want this too.
Yep.
Oh, okay. So you weren't forced. No, I just didn't get clarity.
Nobody can force you. Didn't. Just like this scenario.
Yeah.
Nobody can force this guy.
So you're the pooper scooper.
It's a not an assumed duty. It's a duty I have to do because if not, it won't get done.
I get that. I just wanted to change the perspective because you gave that great example, and it was like, and I have to go scoop the poop of dog that I, didn't even ask for.
No, I didn't say that.
Okay, I'm so sorry. You're right. We'll run the tape on the verbatim of what you said.
Yeah, because words matter.
But you were saying that I'm sorry, you actually said they wanted the dog.
I wasn't there.
Oh, okay.
I was working doing other things.
Yeah.
And I received the call that, we went and looked at the dog and we want to get it.
Okay.
And I said, okay, because...
Oh, you said okay.
I've always had a dog, and I just said okay.
Oh, okay, so you were on board. You were still on board.
Right, but I didn't
have a choice.
He had a choice.
Well, if I...
You're going to break your heart.
Yeah.
Oh, but it's still a choice. Mm-hmm. So, okay. So when it goes back to the question, right, and
so Dad has a responsibility providing for the family.
Exactly.
So he was providing for the family, and then they took it on themselves to go get an addition to the family.
that he said okay to.
That's now his assumption of responsibility.
Yeah, but I'm saying, but also if he's saying okay, I guess this is my whole thing. I'm very big on what am I big on? Accountability, right?
Yep.
And let's be honest of the roles that we all have played in this outcome. So if we think about that, you said okay. You could have, there was an opportunity, you go like, well, hold up, I don't feel comfortable with this. So with me knowing the kind of person, like, I know this doesn't count for y'all. This is just, we're examples. We're just podding right now. But for example's sake, with the personality that I know you to be, I'm sure you are very vocal on the things you don't want to do. And you stand 10 toes down. Am I right?
Yes.
Oh, okay, that's what I thought. So,
well, can I add a but before yourself?
Proceed. Go ahead.
But you don't want to break your family's heart.
That is a great point. And because I know you run a business, you realize that sometimes there's certain no's that aren't necessary. Because I don't think you say yes to everything. Do you say yes to everything?
No.
Oh, so you do say no. Just like you just said no now. See? And you, because no's sometimes are important too. It may break your heart for the moment, but I'm saving your life in the end, right?
Right.
So, because we can't say yes to everything our family wants if it's not good for them. And if we know we can't, like, for instance, my children want, Sophia wanted a horse. Helly wants several dogs. And right now with where we live, I can't have a horse and a dog. So I have to say no.
Or you can go.
You told her no to a dog?
I told her no.
To the dog too?
And I was fine with it.
What about a small dog?
Nicole, you told her no to the dog?
Oh, 100%. I'm okay with me. I say no.
Why no to the dog?
Because like I expressed to her, I have cleaned their poop. And
you don't
so,
assume
hold
that
on.
responsibility?
no, but I made it very clear. When you are old enough, I will fund your dog. When you are old enough to go walk that dog and take care of that dog.
Willing to clean the poop?
She's 7. So she's going to be willing to do anything right now.
She could do that.
But she has to go walk the dog. I'm not going in my neighborhood to even walk the dog.
You got a backyard with grass?
And I like to walk with no shoes on. I don't want a dog pooping in my yard.
So it sounds like to me.
I'm stating what I don't want to do.
No, it sounds like you blocking her from being able to.
No, I just said when she's old enough. When she is old enough, I will fund it. When you are old enough to take care of the dog, in a sense of all of those physical responsibilities that I don't want to do, honestly,
we have to talk about this.
We can, but I realize that
her from having the dog is important, Nicole.
Oh yes, 100%.
The dog is my daughter's best friend.
Oh,
he looks over her, he watches over her.
I think it's so sweet.
And let me add another note.
Yeah.
When I take the assumption to actually go clean it all
up,
there's only one other person in the house that always goes out and rushes to help me do it.
Liliana.
My daughter.
Yeah.
She's the only one, and it doesn't bother her.
That's so sweet. I think that's so beautiful.
You should get your daughter the dog.
Yeah, I'm not.
And how old's Liliana?
She's only 4.
Your daughter
and you got a 7-year-old.
Yeah.
I do.
She's got 3
and
more
I think
years.
that is
you should
so
get her a puppy,
sweet.
Liliana. I mean, you should
You better call You should get her a puppy, Liliana. And I will when she's older. And the reason why I say that is...
Why not now? What's the difference between now and older?
Honestly, I don't have the time to take care of a animal. Like,
but you will.
How? Without...
The same way my 4-year-old does.
And that is, that could be true.
I look at the family pictures and all that, and most of the pictures, she's in there.
That's so cute.
And God rest my late grandmom's soul, but she told me some months ago, she was like, your dog's getting older. She was like, you better get her another one because if something happened to her, she's going to be really upset.
Yeah, I bought my children hermit crabs.
So I already know I'm getting another dog at some point.
I bought them hermit crabs, and listen.
Hermit crab is something to eat.
And I bought Haley, those, she has, 4 robotic dogs. The Pet Alive. It's so cute. And I'm like,
no.
Show me that you can be responsible. I feel like you have to first show that you can be responsible. I homeschool. I am doing real estate. My husband travels, so a lot of it will be on me. Let's be clear, I think all of God's creations are beautiful.
I think she would take care
But
of
I don't see myself going to walk a dog and pick up poop.
Well,
I've changed
Nicole,
a good amount of diapers.
You got
I'm
a yard
good.
though, right?
No, I don't. Actually, I don't. I live in a high rise.
Oh. Well, she'll walk the dog.
I'm like, don't try to make a good point with me. All right, so
going back to Trevor's point, he's basically saying, she bought the dog in, and when the toys and all that are laid out,
it's her mess to clean up.
Because he didn't request the dog to arrive.
Is that what you were saying?
Well, that's
I
not
was
what
just saying that, like, you can't really make a big fuss about the mess when, like,
it's your dog.
You know, you wanted the puppy.
But now, like you're saying, it's not just.
So, like,
you can't say it's your dog to her because now it's his dog too because they live together.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a partnership. That's all I'm saying. It's a partnership.
I'm here to, help with the dog and do whatever it takes, clean up the poop. But, like, I don't want to hear that you're upset that there's toys laying around.
Okay, so then...
Because it's so minuscule of a problem.
Okay.
Like, why are we even going to argue about it?
And
I get that.
If she never brought the dog in, it wouldn't be toys around.
What's that?
If the dog wasn't never purchased or brought in by her, then you're saying it wouldn't be toys around.
And the house would be, like, completely clean, and then would you be happy? No, because there's no dog, cuddling up with you at night and, like, bringing you joy on your walks. And
I can understand a little from that perspective. So can we take it to a human thing? So let's say you are in love with your partner and you really don't want to have kids. It's not like you don't have that burning desire. I think sometimes as a woman, when you're ready to know that you want to have kids, you start feeling like your uterus jumps where it's like, I want a baby. Oh my God, I want a baby. So let's say you never feel that way where it's like, I really want to be a dad, right? And she comes to you like, I don't know how to talk to you, but it's like, baby, I want a baby, and I want a baby with you, okay? And you're like, oh, I really didn't see that, but, if that's what you want, I want to make you happy. I'm going to give you that baby. So, y'all have fun. And about, like, 3 weeks later, it's like, oh, my God, we're pregnant. You have a baby, and let's say it's, like, a year in, and she's like, I'm overwhelmed. Like, you never help. You're never, whatever. I feel like you're not helping and this is our kid. Is your response going to be like, well...
Wasn't this your idea?
I need a pair of Ray Charles.
We need some family therapy. Because, my God, you cannot say that. Oh, my God. Whoa. Okay, well...
I'm sorry. I just say things how it is.
Is that really what you would say?
I'd probably, like, make a joke about it, but then
diggity dog.
I'm just joking.
I'm just serious. JK, I'm just serious. All right,
and
well...
on the next episode of Beyond the Grind.
Yeah,
all right, well, then you're overwhelmed. How can I help? Are you going to get upset with me?
Yeah, because I'm going to say, well, that's the problem.
You don't know what you're doing. Well, this is
my
first time as a parent.
And it's hers. And it's the thing is this. Well, how can I help? Why did you wait for me to get to this point to now offer assistance? You should have just been present and I wouldn't have felt overwhelmed.
But I was present because I was trying to provide for our child.
You say that like, is she working?
Oh, this is good.
So how are you just providing if I'm working too? What am I just like? We're providing. We. Let's say it together in unison. We. Honey, ready? 1, 2, 3.
I'm in agreement. I'm hearing this.
We are doing this. We are providing, and I think it's very
But
big.
why are you overwhelmed?
Because raising a child can. So I'm speaking from probably a perspective. I'm not even going to say your situation, but from the perspective of. If the person is feeling overwhelmed, that means it's not balanced. Mm-hmm. That means I'm doing more. I'm carrying more of, like if I said, let's lift this desk up together, right? And when I lift it on a count of 3, you don't lift with me. And I'm like holding up my end and I'm holding more of the weight on my end and you are just holding with one hand. I'm going to feel like this is heavy.
Yeah.
This is heavy. So I'm feeling overwhelmed. My arms are hurting. My muscles are hurting, which now my attitude is changing because you aren't carrying your weight as well. So maybe I won't get overwhelmed if it's a shared, if we both are lifting together at the same time and we're talking through it of like, all right, baby, hold on, my back hurts. Let's put it down for a little bit. We're doing it. We are doing it together. So,
y'all unpacked a whole lot right here. I was sitting back, but I was also thinking, like, when Trevor said all that, because from your perspective, you're saying the woman, you know, she's overwhelmed, right?
mm-hmm.
A lot of times the man won't ever tell the woman they're overwhelmed as well. Because he said he was working, trying to provide and this, that, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And you were also working. But you just articulated to him that, hey, I'm overwhelmed. But he might be overwhelmed. And a lot of times men don't tell the significant other that I'm overwhelmed too.
But whose fault is that? Because closed mouths don't get fed. So for me, I think communication is paramount for both parts. I'm not saying a man can't get overwhelmed, but I think it's important that we all are communicating together. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Beyond the Grind.
Let's talk about it.